I thought you said. And I was like, start at 14. He confused me. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. To all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity. To the men, women, and children listening and learning. To the Bayashadabadat, the house of David. All right, this is Men of Valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, coming to you today on a Wednesday with a live camp. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, just scheduled this week a little bit. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and jump in to these prophecies. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true children of Israel. All right? Slakia, who is the chosen people of who the world ignorantly calls God or Jebus. All right? The real name of the Heavenly Father, the Most High, is Yahweh. All right? And that means he is. And we pray in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, in the name Yahweh Shai, he delivers. All right? Bahashem, in the name Rakah Kadash, of the Holy Spirit. All right? So once again, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the only ones to see salvation on this side. Right. All right? But it's only a small remnant of that nation of Israel. Okay? And it's 1/3 of the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will have to perish and die. Matter of fact, can somebody pull Zechariah right quick?
Zechariah 13, verse 8 says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
God, so Yahweh Shai said 2/3 of his own nation will be cut off and die for the disobedience that they have shown unto his name. All right, to his law, statutes, and commandments. All right, so it's not only a heritage bloodline based thing, it's an obedience. All right, you have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments and come with repenting in your heart fully. Okay, there's no what is that word? That song. Ain't no half stepping. All right, you can't half step Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, you have to give it your all, and you have to do all for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability. Okay. Yeah.
Verse 9. Now will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is my power.
God, so Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is our power. Abaratazar, we are those men, all right, making our bodies a living sacrifice with 100% truth. All right, starting from Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakal on down. Okay, given the full testimony, the full account. All right, not holding back anything and not speaking smoothly unto these people, letting them know that America is going to be destroyed, letting them know that the white man is the so-called devil. All right, and the rest of these heathen nations, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Japanese, whether you're African, whether you're Ethiopian, Slovakia, Pacific Islander. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not for you. Okay, he's for the nation of Israel. Okay, matter of fact, somebody get Amos 3.
Amos 3 and starting at 1. Here's this word that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
All right, he said, hear this word that I have spoken against you, children of Israel. All right, children of Israel. All right, that name Israel goes back to Jacob. Jacob was surnamed Israel and his children. Okay, from the oldest to the youngest. All right, all 12 tribes. Okay, Joseph's sons. Okay, go ahead.
Against the whole family.
I said, yeah. Well, Jacob and Joseph, I was just trying to, but Jacob's son and Joseph's offspring as well. All right, completes the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and you can search more in the scriptures for it. Okay, go ahead.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
You only have I known for all the families of the earth. All right, so the rest of these heathen nations, Chinese, African, Japanese, Pacific Islander, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not for you, and he's not for your countrymen. All right, he is for the nation of Israel. You have I known of all the families of the earth. Go ahead.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
All right, because we're the only ones that could sin. You're so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, because the covenant was given unto you. So therefore, you're the only one who can sin. You're the only one who can truly break the law of Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, so that's why Yahweh Yahushai said, I will punish you. All right, because you went off and followed these other people when those people are supposed to follow you. Okay, you are the standard that I set in this earth. Okay, but you went off, and now these other people go off too. You followed after them and got led astray. That's why we're being punished. Okay, through the will and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay, it's lucky. But hey, so 2/3 of you, of the nation of Israel, will perish and die. All right, and these other heathen nations here on the shores of America. And this is one major way that it's going to happen. Go ahead and pull Revelation.
It's Revelations 13, starting at 14. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which had power to do in the sight of the beast.
God. So deceive them by the miracles. All right, the miracles, the really false miracles. All right, through this through the technology. All right, through a Neuralink, through the I was about to say I can't say that. I got it. Yeah, the see him. I was like, stop. All right.
The micro see him.
Yeah, the micro see him. All right. Hey, as well as through this false philosophy that they push this Western philosophy, okay, to get you to go off to take that see him. All right, to conform and bow down to this system, to think after the way and be after the way of this devil. Okay, all these are atrocities unto Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, but it is the see him, all right, that is ushering in their let's say the I can't say that either.
The fourth industrial revolution.
Yeah, the fourth industrial revolution to water.
Carl Schwab, has created, and that, and with that, contains is, robotics,
the technocracy,
AI, okay,
transhumanism,
transhumanism, right? And those are all, that technology being developed, and giving, miracles. Some of those miracles, we're seeing be performed. All right, such as like, man can speak without lifting a finger, by just thinking it.
God.
He could send out a tweet, or he could now you got certain medical devices that alert you when you got a certain problem, and that's going into that that micro RFID C-hip,
God.
That's one of the things that they're going to push, for health safety. So before you can even get this, or before you get symptoms, all right, they're going to be able to tell you, oh, you got this, now you got to go do, now they're going to direct you, to go quarantine or whatever.
God.
Hey,
and the many miracles, you got that what is that that magnetic glue now, and the self-spawning robots.
Oh yeah,
right. I forget what
Elon Musk, he wants you to be able to summon your Tesla,
with the thought.
but yeah, like, so you want to be like, you want your car, to come pick you up, come over, you think it. All right, that's just some of them, but we're in a time where anything is possible, and Yahweh outside is giving these devils, the power of their hand, to create this device and use it for his purpose.
Hey, anything's worldly possible for this devil right now, right? This devil is being given a certain amount of power. The only thing that he won't be able to evade is prophecy. Okay, but he's given all this stuff to perform these miracles to get the 2/3 to believe on him. All right, that's why they call it miracles. All right, even though that they're false miracles. All right, but if you tend to be a witness to a miracle, what is it going to make you do? It's going to make you start believing. All right, those of you who are weak in faith and weak in mind. All right.
Right. And then when they, apply a little pressure, and say that if you don't have this, which we're going to get into.
Yeah.
So I just left the script. But if you don't have this, then, you're going to be asked out in the street.
Matter of fact, go ahead and bring it up.
Or what was that called? You're going to be
destitute,
outcasted from the society.
God.
Keep going down. Continue. Revelations 13 and 14 continues, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they shall make an image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live.
God, so that wound by the sword. Hey, this is another Edomite system. All right, this Edomite system is no different from the Edomite systems that were set up before it. The real difference is only the technology. All right, the technocracy that's being ushered in. All right, this digital age. Okay, to be ushered in. But that wound, hey, this is Rome 2.0, aka Babylon, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt.
Right.
All right.
What did Nebuchadnezzar have everybody do? Everybody bow down to that image.
God.
Okay, this, the same thing being played out here. If you ain't with Esau's new system that they're gonna bring in, after this GR, and so after they do this, take away the physical currency and put in place a fiat currency, or
well, take this fiat currency out.
CBDC,
put that CBDC.
Because it's a fiat currency now.
God.
Right? There's no backing to this dollar bill.
How much more a digital dollar? All right, you make that thin air.
So when this goes down, all right, they're gonna give you something else.
God.
All right, which is gonna be in the form of like how Russia has a ruble. Okay.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
All right. He had power to give life. All right. That's why you're seeing, that's why you're seeing this thing, these miracles speaking even more. All right. These so-called miracles. All right. They're speaking in even more because the life is being given unto his system. All right. More so. You're starting to see commercials. You're starting to see news broadcast on these certain things. On the C-hip,
they're puppets.
They're puppets.
They're puppets to take it.
Right, you're influencers.
And broadcast it,
like it's the thing.
This is the next best thing.
Right, his name Kid Boo.
Yeah.
Oh,
his minions will follow.
And then there's gonna be, even more celebrities to follow suit, and the names, are gonna be,
bigger,
greater, and bigger, This is a small test group they're doing right now.
You're gonna get your LeBron James. You're gonna get your Kanye West, your Cardi B's. All right. Hey, then and certain of them are not even gonna bother with that particular C-hip. They're gonna go straight to Neuralink. Okay, the Neuralink.
Yeah.
All right.
They're waiting for the real one that's about to be.
Right. They don't want no low level. All right. They want to be as the Most High. Okay. They don't want anything to show. Okay, they want to be plugged in like Neo. All right, but on the left-hand side. Okay, go ahead.
That the image of the beast shall both speak and caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
God. All right, they want to be that movie Soldier. All right. You know, because they think that it's going to be a good case. Hey, there's all these miracles and everything that can happen, all this that can be done. But at the end of it all, what happened? Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Okay, the thing took him over. The sea hip took him over. Okay, not Universal Soldier, but Soldier. Soldier and what is that other one that they did? Upgrade too.
Yeah, upgrade. Yeah, that was
right.
Technology started taking over the man's,
Right.
mind.
Yeah, he said, I just need you to say okay once. He couldn't turn it off after that. All right. Then he took over. Hey, he took his whole shit over. Okay.
And these these devils, they're not gonna put it in you if you don't tell them it's okay.
God.
That's the thing that they're trying. They're the temptation. They have to get approval. So they could say they didn't give it to you. That's what the Most High has them. That's His cause in this.
God.
See, this is the main thing that's gonna separate. Who's true to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and who's not. And you can't. This is you can't repent from this. As other camps been talking about.
Right.
No repenting from the sea hip.
Hey, that's why Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai gave you a date. All right. And what do you say in that date? What do you say would happen? All right. As a matter of fact, the brother's going to get it. Grievous sores. Okay. Go ahead and continue on that.
16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
God, so right hand or in their foreheads. All right. Is not a neural link behind your forehead. All right. The neural web is behind your forehead. They implant it. They go through the back of your neck. All right. Into your brain. Okay. They go through the top of your skull. All right. And implant it. All right. They use a C hip on your right hand. If you don't have a right hand, they use your left hand. If you ain't got a left hand, they use your butt cheek, whatever. All right. If you choose to have it, you go get it.
They're not going to put it in inaccessible areas because this is something you got to remember. This is something that's going to be, right here.
God.
It's going to be. You have to, be able to, access that. Every time, you walk in checkout line, they're not going to let you pull your pants down.
No, but what I'm saying, no, I'm just saying, like,
no matter where you
put it, because it's like the Amazon store. Like, you ain't even, all you got to do is walk in. All you got to do is, hey, put the app on your phone and you walk in. All right, it's still a signal. And the difference is, you might be able to put it anywhere for the simple fact, hey, it's bio. All right, it's connected in your DNA. It's tailor made to your DNA. So your whole body is a tower. Sending off that frequency.
17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right. Unless you have what this devil requires for his system, hey, you will not be able to make it. All right. You will not be able to make it without Yahweh Shai. All right. And by faith, we are those men who will stand fast for Yahweh Shai, no matter what. Okay. Be thou faithful unto death. Okay. No matter what it costs. All right. It could cost you everything in this life. All right. But that's counting the cost to make your body a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shai. All right. But once again, you got that proof.
It's Revelation 16:1.
Just to go show that there is no repentance for this. Okay, you cannot say, you know what, I just had to do what I had to do for the meantime, and I'm gonna go ahead and chalk it up, and then I'm fast and pray. All right, at that time it's too late. Your fasting and praying is null and void. All right, all your works that you have did are null and void. All right, if you take that C hip. Go ahead.
16:1 says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth.
God. So Yahweh Shai said, go your way and pour out the wrath, all right, upon the earth. Where in the earth? The entire earth, all right, the entire earth. There's not going to be, as they say, there's not going to be any stone left unturned.
And the first went and poured out his bile upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the man which had the thing of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
God, those who bow down to the beast and bow down to his system, all right, those who took that see him, okay, that is now, hey, that's against you, all right. That's an indication that you were not for Yahweh Shai. You were not for his testimony, okay.
With pretty much all the states being the last side.
Luke 14.
Luke 14.
Count the cross. I think it's 14.
It's not that you count. It's not count the cross. Talking about that might be it.
I think it's 14 and 27.
Yeah, but down. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's something else that I was thinking of. That's good. Sorry.
All right, but it's how about Shimei Shai? Hey, he requires if you did that, he requires your blood. All right, he requires your blood, hey, to be able to be cleansed. And the only way that it's going to be cleansed, and it can be cleansed, all right, is by that thermonuclear fire, as he has ordained it. Okay. You can pull that out because it'll go.
There's another script. I think that script reminded something else.
I don't know which one you're talking about. I had.
Yeah, it was in that lesson. I think
God.
that might have been it, but I just thought it was something else.
God. Matter of fact.
Kind of you.
No, you got something else? You ain't got nothing else on?
No, that was
Okay. All right. Hey, but Yahweh Shai is going to require your blood, Salakia. He's going to require your blood for that. All right. For the atrocities that you have committed unto his image and to his name. All right. For believing and taking the account over this devil over his word. Okay. So Yahweh Shai once again will require. Right. Jump over to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 3 and start at 1.
Ezekiel 3, starting at 1. Moreover, he said it to me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel.
God, Yahweh Shai said, hey, eat this roll. What roll is he talking about? He's talking about this book. All right. He's talking about this way of life, these laws, statutes, and commandments that are given unto you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because if you would eat this book and you would understand and have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, hey, you can escape this coming destruction. All right. If Yahweh Shai has mercy. Go ahead.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I given thee.
God, Yahweh Shimei Shai said, fill your bowels. All right. When filling your bowels, it is to be full on this word. All right. To make sure that you have everything and get all the nutritional value that's in this book. All right. Get every every morsel of nutritional value and fill your bowels, that you are full. All right? That you understand his laws, statutes, and commandments and his judgments. Okay?
And he calls unto me, son of, oh, Shalaki, let me, right here. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
God, it was in the mouth because this word is sweet. All right, you find out the fact that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the most prized possession of the Most High. All right, and his only begotten Son. You're the most prized possession in the universe. All right, he chose you to put his name on. All right, he says you are more precious than the gold of Ophir. All right, you are more precious and counted as the stars of heaven and the sands of the sea. All right, he delights in you. All right, that's sweet. Okay, knowing that he can and will give everything unto you, Israel. All right, first and foremost, his elect, the 144,000 elect men, and then the multitude of the 1/3, first and foremost, but the entire nation of Israel. All right, for the love that he has for his nation, his people. All right, to set you above the rest.
And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thou unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel.
Yahweh Shai said, "You're not sent. He's not sent men unto a strange speech or a hard language." All right, he made this word so you can hear if you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. Right, and the reason why he gave us this word is so that we could have the shot at salvation. Okay, so we could have the shot at salvation to dwell in the midst of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in his court. All right, to never go off again, to obey his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, but before we do that, there's a certain thing that we must do. All right, we must go and prophesy. Matter of fact, Revelation, I believe it's Revelation 10. Yeah, 10, start at 9.
Revelation 10, verse 9. It says, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
God, and the bitter, hey, this truth is sweet but bitter. All right, the bitterness of this truth, all right, is that Salakia. At first is that you no longer can follow the ways of the world, all right, which you were accustomed to. All right, you were accustomed to being a heathen. All right, you were accustomed to your holidays. You're accustomed to adultery. All right, you're accustomed to eating abominations. Okay, you were accustomed to having your so-called God been to your will and you not been to his. Okay, this is what the heathens do. All right, heathens can go and make 50,000 Hail Marys. All right, give Buddha $17 and a foot rub. All right.
It says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter.
God, it's sweet to know who we are. It's sweet to understand that the judgments of Yahweh Shai, and that the kingdom of heaven is for the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American and Seminole Indian. All right, which is Yasharallah, the nation of Israel, the Israelites of the Bible. Okay, and the Israelites alone. Okay, because Yahweh Shai is a separatist. All right, all nations have order and all nations have a position. Everybody else's position is under the Israelites. The Israelites' position is under Yahweh Shai. All right, King David, the 12 and the 144,000 elect men, the rest of the multitude of the 1/3, and then the rest of the nation of Israel. All right, but the nation of Israel is above all other nations. Okay.
And also that bitterness, because this is when John the Revelator was getting those visions. All right, so he's seen the glory that came out of it. The the ceremony.
God.
But he also saw the destruction. Jacob's trouble.
Wow.
All right, the MOTB. The NATO and EU. All the World War I, II, and III. The ICBM missiles. All that bloodshed that that's what leads up to that salvation, which is the sweetness.
God.
Right. Yeah, verse 11 says, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. 3 times. It says, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
God, Yahweh Shai said, you must prophesy again to all nations and to kings. And why? As the brother said, you have to prophesy to all these nations and kings for the coming destruction. All right, for the destruction, Salakia, for the destruction that Yahweh Shai is going to cause amongst this planet. Okay, for the atrocities and the abominations that were committed unto his image, unto his name, unto his nation. Okay, unto his law.
That was the angel telling John, you're gonna come back and do it again.
God,
what I showed you, it ain't here yet.
God, hey, you done it, and to go and show you, hey, you've done it before in the past, and you're going to do it again in the future. All right, proving thus reincarnation. Okay, how can you prophesy again if you didn't come back? All right.
I got something.
I can't think of the script. I was trying to think of it. Sure.
Daniel 12 and 13, but go thy ways till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in the light at the end of the days.
God, Slakia, go that way until that end be. All right, until Slakia, until that appointed time where I call you again.
Right. So you're gonna stand in your light.
God, because
at the end of the day, that was him going in, the spirit, him being John the Revelator.
God. Hey, for the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. All right. Yahweh Shai has men on the highways and byways, all right, who are teaching in truth and sincerity in their same lot, as well as those who are false prophets in their same lot. All right. But Yahweh Shai has his elect out here giving you the 100% unadulterated truth. All right. Giving it to you so that you may understand and believe upon the words of Yahweh Shai. All right, believe upon the testimony that is given. To stand up for Yahweh Shai, so this kingdom can be done. Okay, so prophecy can be fulfilled. You got it? All right.
I was trying to say all is vanity.
All is vanity. I couldn't think.
I got it. To Ecclesiastes. I believe so. It's in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Start at 9.
Ecclesiastes 2, starting at 9. So I was great and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me.
God, the wisdom remained with them. Go ahead, Slacker.
And whosoever my eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withhold not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor.
Hey, because the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. All right, so the joy and the knowledge that was given, all right, from Yahweh Shai, hey, returns back unto that same soul. All right. And this was, what do you say, joy of labor?
Come.
All right.
Yeah.
The joy of labor. All right. To continue in the lot. Hey, when you wake up to the fact who you are and whose you are, it's a joyous thing. All right. You don't, there is nothing better, and there's nothing better that you can be doing. Okay. Yes, you have your vexations in this truth. All right. But Yahweh Shai, if you are sincere, you fast and pray, and Yahweh Shai will quicken you. Okay. He will make you better.
Yeah. Then I looked on all the works that my hands were right, and on the labor that I had labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit.
God, all was vanity and vexation of spirit. All right. Hey, because hey, doing the work for Yahweh Shai is what is that? Couldn't think of this. Dang it, script. I just had it. All is vanity is foolishness to Yahweh Shai. All right. You know what script I'm thinking of. Prophesying is yeah, fools for Mashiach's sake, but all is foolishness. The preaching, dang it, it slipped my mind. Abaratazai comes back. But you know, we prophesying for Yahweh Shai. He looks at this as a foolish, glorious sacrifice. All right. Dang it. Let's lock in. Let me look. Salakia, Akif.
Talking about Corinthians.
Bring it up. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
God. I couldn't. It just, my mind was like, psh.
but going back and speaking on Ecclesiastes 2:11, Solomon, he was noisy as hell.
Yeah.
Solomon was out of all the things he asked for wisdom, and then through that wisdom, he's seen that everything out here on the in this world is vexation and vanity. It's really pointless. And when you come into this truth, what is scripture in Romans? I think carnality is enmity with the Most High.
God.
All right, it's contrary. If you love this life, you can't love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's two completely different ways of life. They're adverse to one another. But I got damn. I think I saw God trouble. This is 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. Was starting at 9. It says, "For I think that the Most High have set forth as the apostles last, as it were approved to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men."
God. Hey, we are made a spectacle unto the world, unto angels, and to men, because Yahweh Shai requires this of us. Men look at us like we're crazy, all right, and the angels marvel that we strive for Yahweh Shai in the state that we are in, all right, in this vex state. That's what I wanted before I pulled that out the water. Would you just pull? I wanted it before the vexation. The water.
So and going into that word spectacle, in the Greek it's a theatron. All right, and what is always the apostles say that this is the Most High's movie.
Yeah.
All right, but it's already written, and we're just playing it out. We're the the protagonist in this thing. Jacob is the protagonist. You got the antagonist, the bad guy of this movie, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right.
You got the extras.
We're coming into the climax of this story. And really the climax is gonna be when that sea hip get implemented. Jacob's trouble gonna be leading up to the climax.
You're in that last 40 minutes of the movie.
Right. then when the height of the climax, you going when those missiles, and the elect get saved. That's really going to be the climax of it all. The simultaneous to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. All right, those and that big fight scene, in the heavens with Esau's
and his angels.
With Esau's military that he's going to try to combat the might of Yahweh Bashim al-Shai with.
God.
All right, and then you got that sweet ending, which is the wedding, man.
God. Well, you got the deliverance, out of Babylon, and then we got, Abaratazar, where those men are, is the wedding. All right.
And those crowns being placed. But it's such a long movie.
God, hey, this is the roots. I'm just saying, like, in essence, for a long movie, this you're watching Roots, all right? There's no other scenes.
If you were watching this in a video, it'll have like 2 breaks in it, Hey, and also, the apostles suffered more. That's why they feel like they were appointed last. All right, they already been through, seen it all. All right, so really, they're the ones made, fools for Mashiach's sake, because they suffered and endured the most. I mean, it takes a man of great faith, to have lasted in this thing, 20 plus years. All right, especially with all the scoffers, mockers, think about all the worldly things they encountered. Yeah, they had the Y2K,
the Y2K, the getting kicked off of YouTube before, not really on it, then coming back in 2007, 2008, and the truth just flourishing. All right, then like the brother said, Y2K. Hey, scoffers and mockers. Every couple of years, these devils try to do something to Israel. All right, the laws that had changed.
The scoffers that tried to put these men as in ungodly ungodly ways. They try to accuse them of false things. That's why it says be ye blameless. All right, because after it all, ain't none of that shit stuck to the leaders of this doctrine who Yahweh Bashim al-Shai appointed to be the leaders of this truth. All right, I'm going to continue on that. Verse 10, it says, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
So we are honorable, we are weak, and you are strong. All right, all these other people are counted as strong unto the men of Yahweh Shai. All right, and especially, like brother said, especially the apostles who have been laboring this thing 30 plus years.
It's because of their due diligence,
we are here.
The younger brothers in this truth, were able to come with that quickening spirit, that we're able to learn and build ourselves up faster. Also because of the times, how they, prophecy reveals itself more in times, so we can see it more. Then they have blind faith. We can see, where times we're going to.
Because that's making Yahweh Shai, making it plain upon tables. All right, through the apostles. Hey, it was the apostles that went to the libraries and pulled out those definitions.
Really,
all right,
had to learn the Hebrew and the Greek.
Right.
And
laws go into laws.
And match the translations with it. Match up the history.
That's time like this.
Right. So Yahweh, like the brother said, Yahweh Shai gave those men a greater measure of faith.
Having the discernment to, weed out the bullshit from these theologians' doctrines.
God.
That's a big part.
All right. I got this book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. And it reads, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the power that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the power, which is your reasonable service. Right? And this is a reasonable service that we can do for Yahweh Shai. Right? What did Yahweh Shai say? Hey, my yoke is light. All right. The yoke of Yahweh Shai is light. Right? Yes, it's afflictions that we feel in this world and in this worldly body. All right, in a worldly sense. All right, but as soon as you take that carnality out of it, all right, and understand what is the reward, okay, you have to look at this thing as a light thing, okay, because Yahweh Shai, he said, Yahweh Shai said it is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, all right, and we have a portion of the kingdom now. All right, being able to receive this word and understand it, being able to break it down through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, being able to study, to study and to show our self-approved. Okay, watching the men that came before us entering into those labors, and fact checking and rechecking for ourselves. Okay, not everybody can do it, and not everybody does it. All right.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. It says, fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men.
Hey, this is the whole duty of men, hey, to keep Yahweh Shai's commandments. All right, as he has commanded the men to go out on the highways and byways, the men of Israel, all right, his prophets, his elect, to go out to the highways and byways and bid those unto the marriage. All right, to bid those unto the marriage to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. Okay, to be followers and to remember once again whose you are and who you are. All right, to know that you are part of the greatest nation on the planet. Okay. I'm gonna finish off Romans 12 and 2, and it reads, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the power. All right. So we can't be conformed to this world. We can't sit here and believe that, you know what, the world is just going to go back. You know, next week I'm going to go and start a business. This is not this what is it? This pipeline 1 and 2. All right, the Nord Stream pipeline 1 and 2 is not going to affect the world as it is today. It's not going to affect anything. Everything's going to be okay, and everything's going to go back to normal. All right, that you should just that you're going to be successful in this world. All right, this world is falling. All right, and if you can't see that, then hey, you're the one that's going to fall with the world. All right, if you don't want to adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, death and destruction is going to come unto you. Yahweh Shai don't care about you if you're not hearkening unto his word. He don't care about your children. He don't care about your grandmother. He don't care about your grandfather. He don't care that you're pregnant. He don't care. Hey, he don't care about nothing. He cares about his law, statutes, and commandments and his prophecy being fulfilled. Okay?
All right. Heavy judgments, being poured out on this earth right now. All right, you got Hurricane Ian taking out, Florida, other countries such as Puerto Rico they got hit hard. All right, Haiti, they're in a hell of a case down there. you know, all the people, on these 12 tribes chart, they getting judgment poured out to them. All right.
I got it.
You got that big earthquake that just hit, Mexico not too long ago.
Yeah, like a week ago, right?
Right. Like right before this hurricane thing popped up.
Right, and they got another hurricane coming in.
And you got, people, still living after, the
Conditions.
the ideologies of this world, going out to Florida thinking that they could celebrate, all right? And getting y'all putting them to death for that.
Hey, you still got all these conditions happening. All the stuff that's upticking from the hurricanes, from the earthquakes and everything. All right, all the gas lines and all the flooding and everything that's still happening. All right, still finding more bodies and everything. All right. Hey, this is It's a book of Romans, chapter 14 and verse 23, and it reads, "And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin." All right. And it is you people who lack faith. All right. The 2/3 of you, 2/3 of the nation of Israel lack faith. All right. You lack faith in Yahweh Shai. All right. You lack faith that that he's going to do what he said he was going to do. All right. On the left-hand side in your destruction, and on the right-hand side for your salvation. All right. Because you believe in yourself. All right. You're in that Aleister Crowley spirit, that self-will. All right. Nobody take care of me but me. I did it all by myself. All right. Yahweh Shai allowed you to do that. All right. Whatever it is. You got it free? Right? It's Yahweh Shai who allows all these things for you to be able to do.
This is a book of Sirach 16. And I'm going to start at it's like gives you a range. This is a Sirach 16 and 24. It says, "My son, hearken unto me and learn knowledge, and mark my words with thy heart." It says, "I will show forth doctrine in weight and declare his knowledge exactly." All right. It says, "The works of the Lord are done in judgment from the beginning, and from the time he had made them, he disposed the parts thereof." It says he garnished his works forever, and in his hand are the chief of them unto all generations. They neither labor nor are weary, nor cease from their works.
God. Hey, Yahweh Shai said from the beginning, he had already weighed the works. All right. Hey, as the brothers has said earlier, this thing was already mapped and planned out. All right. We're just playing it out physically. All right. Because spiritually, it's already done. All right.
Says the lake has been predestinated. All right, this judgment, has already been, settled. It's already been made. All right, from from the first, from the time of the flood, from before the flood, from the first going off of Adam, all right, to now, all right, to the things that haven't even been fulfilled yet. But some damage. Let's get this in Isaiah. Dirt.
47.
47.
Yeah, I'm over 47 right now. That's
Which one is it? 47.
I think you were looking for 47 and
Declare the end.
I think it's 10.
Oh shit, I'm at 50. That's why I was like, that's not.
Yeah,
God. Yeah, I was like, I know I had it highlighted. This is Isaiah 47 and 10. For thou hast trusted. Hold on.
you were looking
For
for
thou hast trusted. I was looking for thou hast declared the end from the beginning.
Shame being covered.
Yeah, after that.
It's really just read, just start at 40, top of 47. Honestly,
47 and 1.
yeah, 47 and 1. We just go through it.
Yeah. That wasn't what I was looking for. Though.
You were looking for
Declared the end from the beginning. Is it 41?
I thought it was 46. The things that are not done yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's 46. 46 and 10.
Yeah.
Want to bring it?
Yeah, right.
Out.
No,
We were there.
Sorry. This is Isaiah 46 and 10. Do you want me to start up or just start there?
You start at 9.
This is Isaiah 46 and 9. Remember the farmer things of old. Remember the farmer things of old, for I am the power, and there is none else.
Remember the former things of old. Remember from the things that came before. All right? Yahweh Shai is the power and none else. Okay? Go ahead.
I am the power, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times, and the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
God, Yahweh Shai, as the brother had read earlier, he had already weighed this matter. All right? He had already had it ordained and predestinated as he had predestinated and ordained the elect. All right? It's from the beginning. All right? All this has to come to pass for Yahweh Shai's movie. All right? It's not this is not a movie that's incomplete that had to take a hiatus. All right? Due to a script rewrite. All right? The script was already rewritten. It was written and manifested. All right? And we're playing out the roles in the movie. Okay? Abarataza, we are the supporting cast. All right? 2, Yahweh Shai. All right? In the order he has us in.
No, 47 and 10. So this is Isaiah 47 and verse 10. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, they have perverted thee. Thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
God. Hey, and that's Esau, Edom, but as well as these 2/3 of our nation.
Right.
All right, saying no, hey, nobody has seen me. There is no God. All right, and if there is, hey, he ain't watching me. Just little old me. Just little old me. Who in the heck? Who in the heck? All right, told you that you get to decide what Yahweh Shai gets to look at. All right, and ordain glorious or abominable. Okay, it's Yahweh Shai's movie. Everybody has a part, and guess what? He knows every extra in the movie. All right, he knows every head of hair on everyone. All right, especially his elect. All right, especially his nation. All right, but these devils, the so-called white men, chiefly Esau, Edom, then these other nations have to answer for the atrocities that they have committed once again unto his image and unto his name, and then unto his people.
So, I've seen this little clip of this chick. She was going into how Christianity is it's failing right now. Christianity got less and less numbers since like I think the 90s. She was going into pretty much how this world is falling into atheism, or a non-religious belief.
God.
But we know Christianity is failing because don't nobody believe that false doctrine. You got to be done.
God, hey, that fable, what is it? The one of the many fables. All right.
I wouldn't say done. You got to be just got to be drunk off that
Babylon
off that strong
juice.
wine.
Right. You got to continue. Hey, you got to be willing not to be retaught. All right. You got to be set in your ways. You got to be stubborn. You got to be stiff-necked. All right.
That's his people.
Right.
That's the Most High's people.
Because it don't matter about anybody else believing on whatever else. All right. You other nations could believe that fucking the fox is your Lord. Doesn't matter. We don't care. All right. Salvation is not for you. All right. It's the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Seminole Indians that we care about. All right. But if you don't get it right, if the 2/3 that don't get it right, hey, good riddance, goodbye. All right. We'll see you in the kingdom. Abaratazar, where are those men? Okay.
Romans 9 and verse in verse 20 it says, nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay, over the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What the Most High willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
God. Hey, and Yahweh Shai is Yahweh is a man of war. All right. So how much is his son gonna be? And then on top of it, he made a vessel to honor and dishonor. When he made that vessel to honor and dishonor, he said, once again, the honor, this is my favorite. Dishonor, I'm gonna disregard and throw away. And when I throw away, you're asking me, why did I throw away? Because I made you for this purpose, to show my power, to show my mercy unto the vessel that I love and care about so much. To say, this could have been you. All right. This could have been you, but you're here. But I put you in this position so you could know that this is how that feels. All right. So have respect and put some respect on my name. All right.
Main characters.
God.
He suffered with Esau's bullshit for so long, to show his people, to get his people in order.
God.
All right. But that time, that time is coming, all right, from the signs of prophecy. All right. We know that and from the scriptures, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that following.
God, did he not say, did the brother not read earlier when he said he knows the beginning of a thing and the ending of a thing?
Right.
All right.
It's leading up to his sword destruction. Hey, going into Revelations, or Saki, Revelations, if you want to grab that in, what's that, 20?
20,
loose for a little season. All right. And it's like 20 and 3. Yeah.
For a little season. No.
Then matching that up with, in the book of Luke, perceive Satan as falling as lightning. That's that quick, demise of this devil.
Yep.
It's Revelations 20, starting at 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up, and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more. To, I just started at 1. All right. This is Revelation 20, starting at 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he had laid hold on the dragon and the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
All right, because the devil's going to be bound 1,000 years, right?
So that 1,000 years was the 1,000 years after the Roman Empire fell.
Gosh.
So
That's
the Byzantine Empire. All right, that's when Jake was back on the top.
what they call the Dark Ages.
Right. But you can't find you could barely find any information, and now the books is
Popping up and being
$100+ for those books. Shoot, $1,000 for some of those books.
God.
Going into I think that one book, the elders bring out Russian icons, showing that the kings, actually were of dark pigment, the dark brown.
They were Israelites.
Right. Hey, if you dig deep enough, you can find that Jake had his face on the money.
Hey, you dig deep enough, you'll find out. Most of your so-called entertainers and inventors, all right, were Jakes, all right. Instead of taking everything for face value, all right, and what they tell you, okay.
This is 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up, and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more, till 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
Right, so we're in that little season right now.
That's it. Right? Rome 2.0.
I think that 1,000 years, like from the say, I know it ends like around the 1600s.
Right.
16 or no,
it's
1492.
Yeah, I was just about to say
1492. So
Columbus 1492
years.
sailed this ocean.
Right. So 1,000 years prior to that.
God.
Yeah, that was that 1,000 years, and then that this Edomite was locked up.
Yeah.
All right, but we in that little season where he's back on top again, and seeing how as the king is, the people are,
Yep.
and under the rulership of Esau Edom, man, the morale, the morale of the people, is in complete, it's completely destroyed. Yeah, that was it.
I got something. Lock it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, and verse 17, and it reads, "Awake, awake, stand, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of Yahweh the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of torment, Salaki, of trembling, and wrung them out. There is none that guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth. Neither is there any that take her by the hand of all the sons that she had brought up." All right. And the reason why I read that is because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the one who brought the nation of Israel down for that little season. All right. By the hands of this devil, by the hands of Esau Edom for that little season. Okay. So that we can be afflicted, so we can have respect unto his laws, statutes, commandments, and his name. Okay. God.
Set it up basically. That was the Most High's punishment, right?
Right.
And Jake trying to live out his punishment in glory. That's not the way, or that's not the success in this life and this worldly lifestyle, ain't gonna deliver you.
So,
You don't know how.
no, I had the card right there, and then I moved the card. So Slovakia. All right, but I got something else. I'm gonna pull Isaiah 62 or 63 and 1. We like an hour and a half.
Like,
Okay.
this is Isaiah 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, who dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in greatness of his strength, that I might speak in righteousness. Slack. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
God. And this is Yahweh Shai who's going to come, upon Edom, all right, as those dyed garments from Basra, all right, that holy apparel, Yahweh Shai is going to come, all right, and from as it goes, continue to say.
Verse 2, it says, Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine-fat?
He treadeth in the wide fat, because Yahweh Shai is going to come down and visit Esau, Edom. It's going to give this devil a recompense for the atrocities that he's committed unto his name. All right, his image and his people. All right. As I watched, I think it was Almawan Abad's lesson. I forgot the one he just put up, and he said when he was saying how much more furious would you be if you were the first spirit created, and then the base spirit that you made is set to be up over you, all right, is the one that caused you your demise, all right, the downfall, ultimately through the will of Yahweh, all right, but here it is, the least spirit that you have made has set up over you for the atrocities that you have committed, all right. Hey,
So I got to pray.
God.
It's going into that glorious apparel. It says, Revelation 1 and verse 13. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed down with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Right? His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as flame of fire. Right? And his feet like a fine brass, as they burned in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
God, hey, dark, and just to break that image down right quick, hey, hair like wool, sort of like mine, white, all right, because Yahweh Shai, wisdom, okay. The girdle, a girdle holding around his waist, all right, because Yahweh Shai is a man of war. All right. And what does that girdle do? All right. That girdle protects those vital organs. Okay. Garment down to the foot, as you see us brothers wear. Okay. So Yahweh Shai, hey, and that skin of bronze, as it was burned in the fire. What is bronze? Gold. And you throw it in the fire, what does it get? Very, very dark. All right. Dark, almost even black. All right.
So it's 19. It's like this.
Go. You want it? I forgot. You just rushed.
Kind
I
of
forgot I
like,
was wearing this one. I was just
yeah,
one right here. Oh, it's red flame fire.
Yahweh Shai used to drink wine. He wasn't a drunkard,
God.
right? But he drank wine. Now, when Jake drank, typically they eyes, get a little bloodshot.
God.
This is this is the one I wanted. Revelations 19:12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And the many crowns is symbolic for back in the ancient days, when one took over nations, they would put that king that they just threw down, they would put his crown upon their own head.
God.
All right. So, and what is Yahweh Shai is here to put back in this world back in order. All right. So everybody's going to be subject to him. So that's, he's going to have total dominance. All right.
Right.
That's why he's wearing many crowns.
God.
All right. So then he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and the name is called the Word of the Most High. Now, going to John 1:1, St. John 1:1, it says that Yahweh Shai was the Word. Okay.
And that garment dipped in blood is not actual blood. It's just a similitude. All right. That Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is a man of war, and there's going to be a lot of death and destruction.
God.
God.
Okay, I'm going to drop down to verse 16. It says, and he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
God, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Right? Yahweh Shai is it. All right. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Like,
so that's gonna be his glorious state.
God, like, what else can you say? He's that man. All right. There's the only one that outranks him is Yahweh. All right. But he's glorious because Yahweh put it upon him. All right, and gave it to him. Did he not say, "This is my son in who I'm well pleased"? In the book of Matthew, all right, and Yahweh Shai said, "Hey, there's only one that testify of me." All right, there's one greater that testify of me. He was talking about Yahweh. All right, testifying to the glory that Yahweh instilled and gave him.
It shows you. He said, "Don't praise me, praise the one who sent me."
God, I'm not here to do. This is not my doctrine, but the doctrine of Thou who has sent me. Right? Yahweh Shai gives glory always to Yahweh. All right? He is not even of himself. Okay? My phone, sure, too. It's like freezing on letters now.
I got 4G, so
It's totally freezing. Like, it's been like 3 minutes. I gotta wait some time.
How do I go there?
Wait a second. All right.
So which week he has Isaiah 47, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm almost there. Good. You there? I'm on 47.
Whole thing, right?
Yep, 47 and 3. Yep. Here, I'll pull it up. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 3, and it reads, Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, yea, they, thy slacky, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
So that's part of that glorious apparel. All right, Yahweh Shai, is returning, in that angelic state, with complete power. All right, not a defiled body. All right, he's gonna have, he's gonna come with a host of chariots, an army of hosts, as it says, in Revelations, the first chapter, 7th verse. All right, also where it digs into that that digs into that destruction that he's going to bring. All right, but that's part of his glorious apparel. It's going to be, all eyes will see him when he renders these heavens open. Okay, but it's gonna be a sight to see. All right, he's gonna come in that perfect celestial body.
It's like diamond. That's like the
Right.
the best scene in
Let me jump back to 63. So go.
Yep.
Isaiah 63 and 3 says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain on my raiment.
God. And that wine press is symbolic. If you ever seen that I Love Lucy, all right, stomping how he's going to do to these other nations, all right, these mountains and these hills and the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, for his fury, all right, hey, that his recompense, right, his righteous anger, all right, for the atrocities that have been committed unto his name and unto his people, okay. He tread the winepress alone, like the brother said. The angels of heaven, all right. The Air Force of Yahweh Shai, all right. The chariots of the Most High, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs or UAPs, all right. Yahweh Shai is going to take this devil down, all right. This America, as you know it, is going to fall. Never fails. Say, don't do it. No. Yeah. Crazy. Right. Damn near hit the curb on the other side.
Right. It's one break and draw.
Right.
But yeah, man, Yahweh Shah is coming with that destruction. He's not physically going to be getting bloodied all over the place. It's just symbolic, right? Because he's coming as as a force to be reckoned with. And you don't want to be, what does it say in the book of Psalms? Kiss the son lest he be angry. All right, this is him coming back with that anger, to pour upon the 2/3 and first and foremost the 2/3 of our own nation, Esau, Edom, and then all these other nations that were confederate with this devil's philosophy.
Yep. So there's to be expected. We expect Yahweh Shai to to deliver us. All right. This is part of our faith. All right, that we stay true to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hey, being circumspect of the times and watching and praying. Okay, understanding that we have to put on this full armor of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah. Okay, matter of fact, yep, Ephesians. Yep. Start at 10.
I'm not there. If you're there, I'm right here.
Okay. Yeah. Right past.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might."
Hey, got to be strong in the power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Understanding that it is him that will deliver us. All right, we cannot deliver ourselves. Here it is. We cannot do anything for ourselves. Yeah. Cannot do anything for ourselves, all right? We have to wait on Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Okay, but we have to be strong. We have to, hey, this is why brothers are do their videos, watching and discerning the times. Come out to the highways and byways and proclaiming the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, giving their testimony. Okay?
So it says, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil."
God, we have to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Hey, and how you put on the whole armor is reading, fasting, praying, all right, doing your videos, coming out to the highways and byways, asking questions, okay? Hey, because if you don't ask any questions, you don't know any answers, right? How can you know the answers unless you're studying and asking questions, all right? And you might not have to physically ask a brother, all right, because there's sure enough a video on it, but hey, don't hesitate to ask a brother, okay? Because you can always get more edification, all right? It always can be simplified and broken down in another way, Abaratazah, that you understand it. Speaking of myself first and foremost, all right?
"For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
Because we're not wrestling against this flesh and blood, all right, mainly, all right? Oh, shit. he almost crashed that car. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, backing up. But we're not wrestling against flesh and blood. All right. We know that this devil has a continued wickedness and has enchantments. All right, and does these certain things in this nation, from the way that he has this whole demographic of this map set up. All right, through the abominations in the food that you eat, through the abominations in the clothes that you wear, the air that you breathe.
Bio warfare.
God.
The cam clouds.
Chemtrails.
Yeah,
everything.
Quick
meals,
medicines.
Okay. His TV dinners. His television.
His venom.
Okay.
Better say his venom.
All right.
Okay. Hey, yeah, the TV, the frequencies, the 5G. This devil is wicked, man.
Hey, this devil, once again, on the left-hand side, has left no stone unturned to make Jake go off. All right?
Yeah, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua put the spirit of the elect to withstand it.
Yeah.
Now, we still get afflicted, in this flesh, but this battle is bigger than, the things that we see. You gotta know that this devil, works. He crafts his craft is behind closed doors. In the wee hours of the night. That's where he do the sorceries. All right.
It's Psalms
64. Right. And that's also the reasoning why the Most High is going to judge him the way he is. Yeah. I was just looking for something real quick. It says Hey, and real quick, we coming in, to this holiday season, right? This is where things amp up on the left hand side,
Especially this first one.
right? Because this is a high, this is a high demonic time period we go into.
This whole fucking month. Joe.
This month, then got Christmas, really, when the apostles break down Christmas, it's meaning the goes back to that too, but the how do I say it? The killing of Mashiach, the mass being to execute the execution of Mashiach. Okay? Yeah, he has this spirit of giving. Okay.
Right. That's what everyone knows.
All right. First, I'm gonna get back in Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the day of evil, and having done all to stand.
Hey, why would it say it in the scripts, take ye you the whole armor? All right. And it goes to further to say, if you are able to withstand, all right, because you're not going to be able to stand without Yahweh Shai. All right. You need the armor. You need the word of Yahweh Shai. You need to understand it.
That complete protection.
Con. Hey, you with Yahweh Shai, there's no kinks in the armor. All right. There is no openings. All right. You're protected from head to toe. It said, the helmet of the breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation. All right.
Peace.
Yahweh Shai continues, all right, to give protection always unto his elect, all right, unto his chosen. Okay. That's 64.
Yeah, Psalm 1, that one. Psalm 64.
Start out.
You can start at 1.
Oh. Psalm 64, starting at 1. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy.
We're asking Yahweh Shai to preserve our life from the enemy. All right, these other nations, chiefly starting with Esau, Edom. All right, the most wicked of them all. All right, hey, and Jake. All right, Jake is even more wicked in a way than Esau, Edom. Okay, that's that evil eye turned towards his brother. Okay, hey, pursuant to John, St. John 8 and 44. All right, you are after your father, the devil. All right, but hey, due to the curses, that's why you follow after this devil. Okay, you believe on his word. You believe everything that he says about the men and women in your nation that are trying to live by the law, statutes, and commandments and come back unto Yahweh Shai. All right, the men who are bidding you unto the marriage, telling you to come in. All right, come and get this seat. All right, Yahweh Shai has a seat, and it may be for you. All right, he has a crown, and it may be for you. Abaratazah, we are those men, and it is for us. But it may be for you. Get those palms in your hand. All right, give everything you got for Yahweh Shai. Okay, go ahead.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
God, we said we ask Yahweh Shai to hide us from the secret council. All right, and those councils are the enchantments that they put up. All right, how they have their summit meetings. All right, all the atrocities that they have planned for Jake. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. Okay. Right. Keep going. Yeah.
Who wit their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
God, hey, and this is exactly what they do. Their tongues and their bows, their physical bows and arrow, and their armories. All right, at Jake. All right. They haven't necessarily dropped an ICBM missile on Jake. All right. But it's for the atrocities they have committed. All right. Unto Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right. And unto the nation of Israel. You see yourself on the sign, man? All right. So-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right. Repent. Hey, man, you don't have to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai gonna judge you, man. All right? Yeah, hey, he gonna judge you. You're gonna die by thermonuclear fire, or die by the sword. All right, along with these heathens out here. All right? Repent and come back. All right? Like that. This scoffer just walked on by. So Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he just got marked for judgment. All right, and now Baratazai, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai hit his ass with a bus while he walking with his chick. All right? Fucking little devil. All right? Yeah, you ain't gotta believe. Yeah, how about Shimmy Shai? Believe that he's gonna put you to death. All right, believe that. Shit. Okay. You got something? I'm not even going. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he already said it. He just wanted to mark himself. That was it.
You see anybody who's looking, saying, talking. She wanted to say something.
No, hey, that's all right. She marked too.
Ephesians 5:16 says, sorry, I'm going to start at 15. It says, see then, sorry, Ephesians 5:14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, okay, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Right, because that right there, that Jake right there is a fucking fool. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he's in the congregation of the dead. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is gonna kill that little wicked ass nigga. All right, for his fucking blasphemy. All right, unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He see the men out here on the highways and byways preaching and try to bid him unto the marriage. All right, because he's still that he's that generation of vipers. All right, he was that little nigga that fell down in the wilderness. All right.
It was that nigga that was saying crucified.
Right. If not, he's from the line of that family. All right, little fucking demon. All right, you got something? Close that. You ain't got nothing.
No, I got something.
I'm trying to stay calm. I'm not. That little oh man. Jake, that's why Jake needs to be destroyed. That's exactly why. Yahweh Shimei Shai is going to destroy these little nigglets. All right? Fucking GMO babies. Fucking
Just completely wrapped up in this the devil's lifestyle, man, and finger in or head up his bitch ass.
oh,
All right, this is Isaiah 47, and was in verse verse 11. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. It says, stand now in thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from the youth. If so, thou shalt be able, if so, be thou shalt be able to profit. If so, be thou mayest prevail.
God. All right, so Yahweh Shai say if we abide in this thing from our youth, all right, and matter of fact, it doesn't matter how old you are. All right, your youth is when you wake up.
Talking about falling in believing in this, the enchantments of the devil,
God.
practicing, shit on the left hand side they ain't got business in doing.
God. Hey, but at the letter end it said what? If you abide in it, by that.
If so be thou able to profit. I'll read the last script again. It says, stand now with thine enchantments. He's saying, like, stand now since you're getting this destruction.
Yeah, stand, keep with it.
Yes, stand with it and see if those, those sorceries
help you now.
It's going to help you now, once the destruction come on. Because, Jake in the whole trance,
Yeah.
He doing everything that he see on TV, trying to be like the next, rapper or whatever, some celebrity of a high stature. That his biggest dreams is to be an entertainer, an athlete. All right. Have this boss lifestyle with a nice car. As we read earlier, it's all vanity. All right. And all those things are gotten through what? Sorceries and enchantments, man.
Read that again. I just missed that. I missed that word right there. Just so I could put it in my memory.
It says, I'll start at 11. It says, Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. What does it say? It says that, peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction.
So like I was just thinking about his destruction. I just started, I don't believe in that shit. How about Shimmy Al-Shai? Hey, just take it off with his head.
He's probably a terror.
Right.
He could be very well be a terror, just a hard-headed, 2/3, But okay, verse 12 again, it says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, right? From every type of religion, especially Catholicism, with Mormon, that's all sorcery, really.
That judgment, huh?
Says, if so be thou, shalt able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So if you can, that day of destruction, these sorceries help you. If so,
right.
They ain't guaranteeing all that shit ain't gonna be profitable.
Hey, because the left hand side is gonna turn to the right hand side at that moment. All right, because their job is done. And not to say they're going to be they're still going to be the left hand side, but the left hand side is not going to exist. All right, for you in that power structure. All right, as the enchantments, especially like Esau Edom is doing. Hey, that has a time and an end. All right, where Satan's not going to answer them. All right. Can you pull Acts 28 and start at 26? I got it. Say it again. Acts 26. 28, start at 26.
This is Acts 28, starting at 26. Saying,
and read through 27.
Saying, go unto these people and say, hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and not but perceive.
Yep. So hey, that's exactly what that Jake. He heard, all right, but he didn't understand. He's seen, but he didn't perceive that we are the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Abarataza.
The Lord put that spirit on him, not even to ask about it.
God.
Because he's so far
God.
Far off.
Hey, he's sick, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said no physician for him. All right. He doesn't get a physician. He has to go. He has to have that second death. All right. If he be of the nation of Israel. Go ahead. Continue. Come.
For the heart of these people is waxed gross, and their eyes, so like in their ears, are dull of hearing.
God, his ears were dull of hearing. All right, that little nigga is dead. All right.
Isaiah, the first chapter.
Yeah.
The ox knows his master. That's crazy. Why people do not consider.
Yeah, don't consider that. Hey, Yahweh Shai loves him. All right, loves. Yeah.
Heavy laden with iniquity, but he don't consider what it was just saying. Don't consider he a part of this because the white and this world pretty much denies Yahweh Bashim Shai.
And that Queen of Heaven spirit that he was on under that little heifer's ass. All right.
He was trying to uphold an image too much. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, he looked twice.
I might be interested.
He looked twice. And she took his hand. He said, "Oh, nigga, I'm too hard." Yeah, right. Get out.
What's that scripture that say, the
many have run out of the wits for the women?
Right.
Abarat is how that nigga get hit by a bus. I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. Like, that shit infuriated me. Fucking little nigga can't be no older than my son. Yeah. Continue.
And their eyes have they closed, lest they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and shall be covet, and shall heal them.
So Yahweh Shimi Yahshai would have healed him, all right, if he was sincere. But no, instead his mind is seared with a hot iron. All right, it's seared shut. Ain't no coming back. All right, unless Yahweh Shai has mercy and he happens to wake up at a later time. But that don't look like it. All right, it looked like he gonna die a horrible death. Abaratazah. All right, and I hope I come across his path. Serious. I don't know what. It to be a memory. Yeah. Man, I don't know what it is about that little. It's just one of them.
Lord willing, Most High just give us that steak.
God.
In a time of famine, and they just like dying and trying to pull out the gun, but they can't lift it up. Can't break off.
Eat them right back.
Hey, Abaratazah will get hit with that spiritual power. I'm gonna put this clip in front of his face and his mind, and then off with his head. Shit. Calamity and mock you when your fear comes. From that fucking atrocity. All right, go ahead. I know you got some.
This is a second Idris. Chapter 9 and verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and as when yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
God. Hey, and that's a little niglet that's gonna know death by pain. All right, he had. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai had him here. We're not usually here today. All right, but we happen to be here today. Hey, it was tailor made, signed, sealed, and delivered at the appointed time for us to be out here on these highways and byways to come and give him this particular message.
And really, go into he denied him, 3 times.
God.
Because he looked twice, and then the brother asked him, So
that started from right there. Yeah, he was watching the whole. Well, that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna kill you niggas. Oh, fucking niggas. You are disgusting. All right, you are disgusting. I got one more. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4, and it reads, "For what things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." All right. So this is our hope. All right. This these scriptures allow us to have faith. All right, have faith to build upon, so we don't end up like that little nigglet. All right, that we have a hope of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Abaratazah returning us unto him. All right, that remnant that he saved, that 1/3 remnant that he saved, that we be a part of. And the fact of the matter that he saved the remnant that he hadn't elect in the first place. All right.
Those, gotta be, gotta be converted and cast off that mortal man. When you come in this thing, because if everybody just came in as he was looking, man, if all the Israelite camps look like that, man,
Hey.
I don't think Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai come back.
God. Hey, he come back. He come back, but it'd be the other way around.
Right, he just be designating everybody.
Right.
He's just gonna start over.
Right.
That can't,
that can't be
any form of this worldly philosophy, man. It's just unacceptable.
You got anything? All right. With that, the Lord willing, was edifying. We want to give all honor and glory, praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadas. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth with 144% sincerity. To the next time we say Shalom, Wa Abba Babal. That's just